Good morning guys and welcome back. Beautiful March morning. We're here down on Berrow Beach in Somerset, hoping for an early spring bass. We've got here 4 hours before high. I've just been digging for an hour. I've got myself nearly a pound of lovely fresh lug, which should hopefully do the business today. Got both rods out. I've got a Turk flap on this rod and a pulley on that rod, both hoping for a bass loaded with lugworm. I'll talk you through the rigs in a bit, but straight to bed. And we've got a tiny tide today. I think it's about 7.5 meters Burnham scale, and we've got a 20 mile an hour east southeasterly wind, so it's more or less off our back, just flatten the sea right off. This is not ideal bass conditions at all. So we might be wasting our time, we might not be. There's only one way to find out. Right guys, first cast, just had a cracking bite. Banged over, then dropped slack. Got a fish on, first cast. This is on the fixed pulley that I smashed out to start with. Right, let's go down and land it. It's quite a way out. Just gonna gently ease it in. Swimming with me now. Tell you what, it's gone very light. It's either swimming with me or it's come off. Please still be a fish on there. Oh yeah, it's still there. Oh yeah. Yeah, what a start. I did not expect that at all. Gave a cracking bite. First cast as well. What a confidence booster. Right, let's go to the water's edge, shall we? Don't want to bully it here. Don't need to bully it, there's no snags at all. I don't think it's a particularly big fish, but in the middle of March, when the fishing's as quiet as this in the channel, anything's going to be welcome. I'd say it's a bass, it can't be much else. It's not far out now. Can't be that far, maybe 30 yards out. Just going to slowly but surely keep the pressure on, just slowly wind. No need to bully him here, like I said. Right, it's not far out now. I can see my shock leader. Hasn't surfaced yet, whatever it is. Staying down deep. It's only in about a foot of water there. Oh yeah, there we go. Just seen it surface. There you go, look, see that? Looks like a bass to me. Way, beautiful. Oh, look at that. Look how the fixed pulley worked there. Look at that circle hook just in the corner of the mouth. That is exactly why I've got it on there. That is not a big fish by anyone's standards. That is more than welcome in the middle of March. Right, let me get this rig unclipped and I'll show it to you properly. Oh, right guys, there she is. Lovely Bristol Channel bass. Not a big fish by anyone's standards. It's nowhere near a keeper, but I'll give it a pound, pound and a half maybe. This one smashed the black lug. No, not the black lug, the blow lug that I just dug. Out of range. And yeah, beautiful little fish. We'll get some pictures and get her back. But yeah, that's a cracking start. Really boosted the confidence. Hopefully we can get one or two more. Right guys, we're going to gently put this guy back now to swim off for another day. We are in the bass ban. Even if it was big enough, still got to put him back. Just going to gently walk her out a little bit. And it's just jumped out of my hand. That was not the smoothest of releases. There you go. Let me just turn him round. He's gone. That was not the smoothest of releases. I think he wanted to get away. But yeah, beautiful little bass, first cast. About a pound, pound and a half, like I said. Yeah, let's get another beat out there. So I've just got a 2 foot pulley pennel rig, 80 pound Ass Ultraflex rig body, 60 pound Ass Ultraflex rig snood. Just got a 5 ounce breakaway lead on there. I haven't actually put the wires in because there's absolutely no tide out there at the moment. And I quite like a bit of movement when I'm bass fishing. And the only difference in this rig is, on the hooks, at the bottom I've got a 1.0 Varvass Big Mouth Extra. Sorry if I keep squinting, I've got a bit of sand in my eye. Yeah, at the bottom I've got a 1.0 Varivas Big Mouth Extra, and above that I've actually got a Varivas 3.0 Full Circle tied with a knotless knot. So that's a fixed pulley pennel, and what I find down here with the bass is if you use this rig, 90% of your bass will be on that top hook in the corner of the mouth, because that's fixed. I find bass like to shake their head a lot, and when they grab the bait, shake their head, that circle hook goes in the corner of their mouth and it's game over. Try with a bit of sand off my rod. Just gave the Casting Specials a service yesterday. They're running smooth as anything. Got a fresh £20 yellow spot on there. You could definitely go lighter on this beach. There's no snags at all. You don't need £20. But I've got 20 on here because tomorrow or next time I go out, I'll probably go somewhere that you need £20. Rod of choice. It's my go-to for the light fishing in the Bristol Channel. Century Fireblade GT in the 14 foot. Absolutely phenomenal rod. I handle everything you throw at it. Right, let's get this on stand. This tide is racing up the beach now a bit. So yeah, let's get the stuff moved back and I'll bring you back in a minute. Right guys, the tide's chasing us up the beach now. I'm just going to talk you through what I've got on the other rod. So I've got a simple 1 up, 1 down flapper, as you can see, on 2 £30 clear amnesia snoods. At the business end, I've got a 1.0 Varivas Big Mouth Extra on each, loaded with lug that I've just dug. Got a 4 ounce pyramid lead. And also I've got on this rig is the new Arno Hooks swivel crimps. They make tying multi-hook rigs an absolute doddle. And yeah, a bit of a lifesaver really. If you haven't really got time, they save a lot of time. And the rod is an Achios Endurance dual tip. And I've got the lovely soft match tip on there. And on that I've got a Shimano Ultegra 14,000 loaded with 18-pound Sakuma line and an 80-pound Assault Flex chock leader. So I'm going to give this a little flick, not too close but not too far, sort of mid-range. Just simple, stiff overhead thump. About 50-60 yards. Nothing major there, but yeah. You can afford to leave your baits out quite a while on this beach. There's absolutely, well this time of year anyway, there's not any pest fish about. If you get a fish, it's most likely going to be a bass. Do get the odd white in here. But yeah, great to see a bass this early on in the year. I mean, we've got another, what, hour and a half, 2 hours up to high, so we got some very good fishing ahead of us, hopefully. Right, I'll get this rod on the stand now. And yeah, sit down, give my legs a rest. Oh, and a bit to the right, but it'll do.
Scattered clouds, smell of spring outside. Open road, you sitting close. Let's go somewhere far away. As if all I have is you, and I'll be just fine.
Oh, good evening guys and welcome back. Back down the beautiful Berrow Beach. Dad just picked me up from school. Quickly shot off down there. Fished a couple of hours. Up to high water. We got a slightly bigger tide tonight, about 10.5 metre Burnham scale. And we're going to try for another bass hopefully. So I've got one rod out already, as you can see. show you the rig, shall we? I've got my usual for the bass on the beaches. 2 foot pulley rig, 80 pound body, 60 pound trace line, ending in a 1.0 Varavas Big Mouth Extra, and on the top a 3.0 Varavas Full Circle, fixed with a knotless knot. Now just loaded with lugworm that we just got from Real Fun in Portishead. Beautiful worm. Got a 6 ounce lead. Let's get out there now. I'll tell you what, guys, it is not textbook bass conditions today. But saying that, it wasn't textbook bass conditions last time. And I had one first cast. So we've got about 10 to 15 mile an hour northwesterly wind, which is coming sort of down the beach. As you can see, the sea is pretty flat. But yeah, just going to bang some baits out there. And hopefully we can winkle one out. So I'm just going to give this a bit of a flick. Lovely. Oh. As you can see, this one I've got the old Fathom 15 on again. They are running lovely now. Well, this one is anyway. Good to have them back. Right, because it's a big tide. The tide is chasing us up as we speak. So I'm going to have to quickly move everything back. And I'll bring you back then. Oh, right guys, just going to do a little bait change. As you can see, this one's been out a while. I've walked it back quite far. There's not a lot of line left on that reel. But yeah, I will admit I'm not expecting lots tonight. Get that lead out the mud. I'm not expecting lots tonight. It's a bit cold. It's a bit early in the year for a bass, to be honest. I'd much rather if it was a month later. I do love April for my bass. Probably the best month. But there's definitely a chance. There's always a chance when you're fishing, isn't there? Just lovely to get out for a few hours, to be honest. That's a lovely sunset in the background over there, as you can see. And yeah. Oh, this one's been out quite a long way. With this beach, this is the one place where I wouldn't change my baits every 20 minutes. I usually fill out my fixed pennel with lugworm. Oh, pardon me, sorry. I smash it out, walk it back. I'll probably leave it a good half an hour, 40 minutes between bait changes. Because I find if you're changing your bait every 20 minutes, you're only sort of fishing the same band of water each time, if you know what I mean. Whereas if you cast it sort of not as far, say 60 yards, and then you walk it back so it's 200 yards out, you've covered a lot more of water, if you know what I mean. And hopefully you can intercept a bass with the incoming tide. So I usually put them sort of half range as the tide's coming up. And then when we get to the top of the tide, I'll try all different distances. Probably put 120 yards, and next cast to put 120 yards, if you know what I mean. Oh, it's a long way out, this one. But yeah, I would only use lugworm here, to be honest, for the bass. I don't rate ragworm, not here anyway. It's not just a bass beach. If this was a year when there was more cod about, I'd be half expecting a cod today, middle of March. But yeah, weird. Normally, on years when there's cod about, I wouldn't be bass fishing. Yeah, I'd still be cod fishing for another month. But as we all know, this year, it's just simply not the case, is it? I'll definitely be having another go for the cod. I've had 3 so far this year, well, this winter, if you know what I mean. Including that absolutely amazing 15.8. Never forget that. But yeah, I think I'll be having another couple of cod sessions over the next few weeks. Oh, right guys, silly me has forgot most of my rigs at home. So I've only got 2 rigs with me, so I haven't actually got enough to put a spare rig on. So all I'm doing is taking all the old worm off the fixed pulley. And then I've just filled a baiting needle with 3 or 4 lovely blow lug, as you can see. And it's simple as, instead of putting them on one by one, that's the wrong end, I'm going blind. Stick the hook in the hole of the baiting needle, give it a bit of tension and literally just slide the worm on, just like that. And now we've got a fresh bait ready to go out. I know it's not the quickest of ways, but it's probably next best for not having a rig done. But yeah, if you just look at that now, that is a beautiful bass bait in my opinion. That 3/0 circle sticking out the top looks absolutely perfect. That's going to nail any bass. I find 9 out of 10 bass you'll catch here, if I'm using this rig, will be on that top hook in the corner of the mouth. Yeah, we're not going crazy on the distance, just sort of 50 to 60% cast, if you know what I mean. Maybe a bit more than that. Not maximum effort. Might even do a sidey one now. Let's do a sidey one. I know it's not called a sidey cast, but I just call it that. It's gone about 70, 80 yards. Nowhere near max range. And as the tide pushes us up, that bait's going to be further and further out every minute, which I find works better here. I catch more fish further out when I've left the bait for a bit or I've smashed it out. So yeah, we'll get this on the stand. That tide is coming in bloody quick today. Got to move the stuff back again. Oh, right guys, that brings us to the end of the session tonight. It hasn't been exactly action-packed to say the least, but we gave it a go, that's what matters. Fished it 2 hours up to high, like I said, it's just a quick session after school, just to get out really. And yeah, I mean there's quite a few factors that played against us today. We had a flat calm sea, northeasterly wind, it's cold. I suppose that's a decent excuse. But yeah, gave it our best shot. We had no bites, so I think it's just the case that there's no fish in front of us this time of year. But yeah, guys, I'll probably be out filming again this weekend. I've got a competition on Saturday down Pollock and Bosington. It's the last match of the Minehead series, so I'll be filming a little video for you guys then. But by the time this comes out, this will be before, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I'll see you on the next one, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Cheers.